We're very prompt today.
Yeah, well, it is my lunch hour.
Just.
An hour means 60 minutes, Mr. Waterman.
Yeah, and that's all it means. Let's see you get back here as promptly as you're leaving. Will?
All right.
All right what?
All right. Sir. That's a minute you owe me.
Prompt as always. We'll go and make him welcome. Yes?
Name's Callan. Charlie wants me.
It's all right, Mears. I haven't come here to kill anybody. Just routine. Or had you forgotten? Up against the wall.
He's clean.
Right. Let's go and see Charlie. You remember the way?
Okay. That'll be fine. You're to go in. Alone?
Hello, Hunter. You're looking well. You're sleeping better. Every night. Still drinking. I go down to the boozer every now and then. I don't keep the stuff at home anymore, but I can't afford it, can I?
Ah, yeah, it's your job. It's boring, I gather.
You ought to know. You picked it for me.
Well, there really isn't very much demand for chaps like you once you leave me. But what can you do, after all?
Use a gun. Use your fists. Open locks. Legally, you're unskilled, Callan.
And do better robbing banks. A joke. I'm a good boy now.
You're a killer. Are you still good with a gun?
Well, I haven't had much chance to find out lately.
Would you like to find out? Now? If you're ready. 2 outers, 3 misses. A bit rusty. It's more fun than bookkeeping. You want me back? You've always been a problem to us, Callan. What is my section for? Getting rid of people? Exactly. Getting rid of people. Bribery, blackmail, frame-ups, death. Occasionally, when there was no other way. In the past 6 years, I've had 15 people killed. You did 5 of them. They had to die, and you know it. Otherwise, they would have killed a great many innocent people. That's what security is for, to protect the innocent. Yeah. Have you seen this? New one, isn't it? Noguchi, 357 Magnum. Is it any good?
Excellent.
Well, go ahead, try it. I had to get rid of you before, when you began to worry about the ones you killed. You think I've changed? Maybe. If you have, I want you back. But I have to be sure. Now, we're stuck, aren't we? Not necessarily. There's a job I want done. It's urgent. You'd have to do it yourself. No help from the section. Not even a gun. I suppose you have your reasons. I have to know you've changed. I have to be sure. I'm offering you a chance to prove it. By killing somebody. What other proof is there? A red one, of course.
You remember the filing system, then?
Oh, yeah, I remember it. If a bloke needs watching, he gets a yellow file. If he's dangerous, really dangerous, he gets a red one, and sometimes he gets killed as well. What's this one done?
Never mind. He's got a red file.
A Schneider?
You know him, then?
Of course I know him. Yeah, he's got the office next door to ours. Now, isn't that a coincidence? What's he done?
That's the second time you've asked that question. It's none of your concern, Callan. He's in a red file. That's reason enough.
All right.
His death must not look like an accident. I want him shot at his house.
I'm sorry, Mr. Schneider. Are you all right?
Thank you. I live. Excuse me.
Well, let me give you a hand. British infantry, Wellington's men.
Beautiful. They are indeed. And that one?
The enemy, Polish Lancer.
And this one?
An ally, King's German Legion.
Marvelous. This is my favorite one. But then I used to be German.
Ah, they fought for Wellington all over Spain. Talavera, Badajoz, Fuente de Oro.
So, I see another madman. You also collect model soldiers.
Yeah, when I can afford it. Mostly I make my own.
Good. Come to my office and see my collection.
Oh, I would like to, Mr. Schneider. But I've got to get back to work. I'm late as it is.
Of course, I understand. I'm a businessman myself, and I believe in exploitation.
Thank you.
But come and see my soldiers whenever you like.
And what time is this, may I ask?
17 minutes past 2. Sorry, I'm a bit late.
No, not a bit. 17 minutes. And I've had to answer the phone 3 times, and I have an appointment.
I'm sorry, Mr. Waterman.
So you should be, Callan. A man in your situation is lucky to have a job at all. Did you get the Nile Street accounts?
Yes, I got them.
Yes, sir. Say it.
Yes, sir.
And stick that in the petty cash. I'm off. I'm late as it is. And for God's sake, smarten yourself up.
I noticed that he finished his whiskey, sir, and he still asks a lot of questions. You're right to keep him in a yellow file. He needs surveillance. Why didn't you leave Schneider to me, sir?
Because Callan's better than you are. Toby, have him watched. The best men we have, I don't want him to know that he's being followed.
Final result. Latest edition, paper.
You say you want it, madam? Oh, it's quite simple. You go straight down the bottom here, you turn right. Then when you've gone along a bit, you turn left and you go straight down. You can't possibly miss it. Oh, no, it's the underground you said you wanted, was it? Oh, that's entirely different. I'll tell you what you do at the bar, is it? The bar is going to turn around the back, is it? But instead of Charlie, you could have done it and then bang, and whoop, and there you are. You see a buzzer, is it? All right? And you know, sort of Charlie Farnes bars, right? And a very happy house your father, too.
Trouble, Mears?
I'm afraid so, sir. Callan spotted them and lost them.
Good. Splendid. It's not so rusty as we thought. Where did he lose you?
In the Strand, sir, down by Charing Cross.
He has a contact in that area. A rather smelly little man. And he uses these 3 pubs. Good hunting.
You, been away, Mr. Callan?
Yeah. I've been away. Now I'm going back to work. Don't you ever take a bath? No wonder they call you lonely.
We've been through all that before, Mr. Callan.
Yeah. I've got a job for you.
Sorry, I'd like to help, Mr. Callan, but I'm not at liberty in the moment. I've got a lot of jobs piling up.
You stink. Do you know that you really do stink? Uh-uh. Sit down.
gun.
I could get 10 years. Guns is bad, Mr. Callan.
You forget, old son. I'm worse. Now I want a Noguchi 357 Magnum revolver and 20 rounds. Don't write it down.
No, I can't write, Mr. Callan. You want a Noguchi 357 Magnum revolver and 20 rounds.
That's right. How much?
150.
Cash on delivery.
You're the boss, Mr. Callan.
Oh, yeah. Oh, one very important thing. Get yourself some soap. I'll give you the money.
Morning, Mr. Schneider.
Ah, Mr. Callan, good morning. Do you have a moment to look at something?
Well, just about.
Oh, good. Come in. Those are some of my favorite channels. Napoleon, Lee, Rommel. And, here's my latest treasure.
Blimey.
Do you recognize them?
Chestnut Troop, Royal Horse Artillery. They rode all day to join Wellington at Talavera.
So, you do fight old battles.
Yes, I do.
So do I. A habit I picked up at military college. And you?
Military college? I was a corporal. Twice.
Twice a corporal?
Didn't exactly get on with officers.
I was an officer.
Yes, but you weren't on our side, Mr. Schneider.
Other people work on Saturdays.
Other people get paid overtime.
You'll finish that inventory before you leave, and that's an order.
Jawohl! Hat over bloody Gruppenführer.
It's me, lonely.
Oh, God. I suppose you'd better come in.
How very, very nice of you to drop in.
It's about a shooter.
You want a gun?
No. It's for a mate of mine.
And what kind of gun does this mate of yours want?
Noguchi. Magnum.
A magnum bullet can penetrate steel plate. Imagine what effect that would have on a human body. Say your body, for instance. I'll get you a Noguchi Magnum.
And 20 rounds of ammo?
No, 6 only. Magnum ammunition is very hard to come by.
My mate said 20.
Then your mate is out of luck. Take it or leave it, Lonely.
I'll take it.
Of course you will. £150. Pick it up at the Star Public House at 6:30 tonight from Arthur. He'll pay your commission.
Here you are, then.
How dreadful you smell.
I can't help it. You make me nervous.
This friend of yours, he won't be nervous to use this little thing I'm getting for him.
I'm sorry. I am not at liberty to say.
But I want to know. How interesting. You're even more afraid of him than you are of me.
Radiometers, bicycles, transistors, nodding ducks. Nodding ducks.
I wonder why Hunter wants you dead, Schneider, old chap.
You have too many clothes on. Schneider?
Padilla here, Mr. Schneider.
Oh, Mr. Padilla. You come back. How was your trip?
You know how it was.
You couldn't get what you wanted, and now you come back to me.
Can we still do business?
Of course. You know the prices. They're still the same.
And your fee?
25,000.
I couldn't possibly raise that.
Must be awful to be so poor, Mr. Padilla. Goodbye.
Rudy, don't we have enough money?
That isn't the point.
What is the point? Happiness? Being alive? We have those now. Please stop.
Yes, Mr. Padilla.
I accept.
Very well. I will pick you up in my lounge at 7 on Tuesday.
my God.
Well, you know how it is, Mr. Callan. You pick up a bit of stuff here and there. And before you know what's happened, it's all on top of you.
Why are you so nervous? You've been naughty again, have you?
Well, I did a little job last night, yeah.
You did what? Suppose you got pinched. Suppose they found the gun on you.
I was broke, Mr.
Broke?
Callan.
How can you be broke? What about the commission on the gun?
Well, I couldn't take that, Mr. Callan. You're my mate.
Yeah. All right, where is he?
What about the rest of the ammo?
6 rounds was all I could get, Mr. Callan. Will that be all right?
Have to be, wouldn't it?
The fella said that a magnum would go through steel plate. Sounded daft to me.
It's not daft at all. Heard of a bloke killed a bear with one of these. Bullet went right through its head.
You're not going to shoot no bears, though, are you, Mr. Callan?
You didn't buy that soap, mate, did you? All right, come on. I think it's about time that you and I had a little drink. The old alma mater.
Pardon?
It's Latin for inside.
Absent friends.
Bloody hell's that?
Coppers in the street. First person to see them bangs in the water pipes.
Oh, that's charming. You've been thieving and I got a gun.
It's all right, Mr. Callan.
Skylight.
Right. Who's that?
Oh, come on, come on!
All right.
Bring my scotch while you're at it.
Too late. You're dead, mate. You are dead. Gucci Yokohama Limited. Specialists in recoilless rifles, light machine guns, magnum rifles, revolvers, grenades, plastic explosives.
Callan. Callan, what possible use is all this?
But why don't you just get off my back? I am busy.
Not in here.
Let us not disturb the peaceful groves of Academe. Come outside. Peace, brother. gun yet?
Yeah, it cost me 150 quid. You must be psychic. I'll need to practice.
I'm not suggesting you fight a duel, Callan. A murder would be perfectly acceptable.
Yes, maybe. But Schneider may not know your rules. Now, when I go for him, I want to go in with a chance. So I need to practice.
Well, may as well arrange it with you. But we're running out of time. I need to know your plan.
What's he done?
Not your business, Callan. Just kill him.
Thank you.
He hasn't changed, I'm afraid. He is 18 months older, sir.
I didn't mean his physical skills. He still has those. That's the damn digi-conscience of his. It's just possible that you may have to kill Schneider.
And Callan, sir?
Well, you're a resourceful young man, Toby. You might have Callan suspected.
Callan.
Come in, Mr. Callan. Just a tape, Mr. Callan. Soundtrack for the Battle of Gettysburg. I didn't mean to startle you. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, that's all right, that's all right. Just thought I was back in Malaya for a minute.
Ah, your military service. But surely that was a long time ago.
Doesn't stop the nightmares.
So, you do have nightmares. Please, sit down. A good joke, huh?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. You asked me to come over and see you, Mr. Schneider.
Yes. I wanted you to hear these new battle tapes and to invite you to play the war game.
Oh, I'd like that. When?
Say this weekend, at my house.
Oh, well, I do work on Saturdays.
Sunday, then. Come for lunch.
You're slower than I remembered. You're past it, old man. You better leave Schneider to me. What's wrong, Callan? Too much whiskey? Losing your temper won't help you.
Won't help you either, mate.
What does that mean?
Means you want my job.
I've got your job.
Yeah, but only till I come and get it back.
When I pick him up, I will anchor just below the bridge for our discussion. You stay in the car, in clear view. If there's any trouble, use the usual signals.
Right, Mr. Snyder.
Hunter said you'd be here.
What are you doing here?
Well, he thinks you need a bit more practice. Then you have to go and have a chat with him.
Well, come on, Toby. Why don't you put on your pretty blue glasses, see if you can do any better. What's the matter, son? Hasn't had to let you kill anybody lately? Now, don't be such a bloody fool!
Don't worry.
They see Hunter in a minute.
Don't worry, I won't mark your face.
Now, will you shut up? I am tired!
What's Charlie? He was at Schneider's?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Mears. That will be all. Haven't you been fighting? Well, we've been practicing, you know. You did say I could. Yes, so I did. You may go, Mears. What a chivalrous fellow you are, Callan. Mears lost his temper, I take it. I helped him to. Why did you go to Schneider's? Now, you know why. To find out what he'd done. Yes. And did you? Yes. Surely I told you that inquisitiveness might prejudice your chance of rejoining this little group. Yes, you told me. I don't need a drink. When will you kill him? Sunday. What time? After lunch. How long after lunch?
About an hour.
What time, Callan? I need details.
I don't know. We're fighting a battle in the morning, then we're having lunch, then we're fighting another battle in the afternoon, then I'll kill him! I opened his safe.
And?
Well, a lot of money and a scrapbook. He keeps all his press cuttings. But do I remove it?
No. I want it to be found. I want those other arms merchants to understand just exactly why he died. Open the safe before you leave.
Ah, Mr. Schneider.
Hello, Mr. Waterman. We don't see you here very often. Is your assistant away?
Oh, Callan. No, I had to send him out on an errand. All right, Percy, take it away, boy.
An interesting young man.
Callan?
He's intelligent. He worked so hard, so conscientiously. One could always use a man like that.
Oh, I shouldn't. Really, I shouldn't.
Why ever not?
Well, you see, I just employ him as an act of charity, as you might say.
Charity?
Look, I hate to tell you this, but don't get too friendly with him. He's been in prison. Thieving.
I'm most grateful to you for telling me. In our business, one can never be too careful.
There's a fella downstairs wants a word with you.
Wait! This may not be necessary. All we want you to do is to answer a few questions. Your name is Callan. David Callan.
Yeah, that's right.
Have you ever been in prison?
Of course I have.
Sit up.
Now, let's try again. Have you ever been to prison?
Yeah, I did 2 years in one with Scrubs. Armed robbery.
Why do you carry a Noguchi Magnum?
Well, see, I got a job lined up.
What job?
Well, I got it's all planned out. A little paper.
Noguchi Magnum 357. Go on over there. Go, get over there. Why don't you just take a look?
He's dead.
Yeah. Well, it just goes to show you can't take anything for granted. A few minutes ago, you looked good enough for another 30 years. Have you got any whiskey?
Yes.
Get it. You better have one for yourself. You've had a bit of a shock. You got me this, didn't you?
Lonely asked for Noguchi Magnum. That interested me, so I had Lonely followed.
Did you? Now, that's quite an achievement.
I had to use 3 men and a woman. The woman saw him phone you, had your name, got your number.
Go on.
I did a lot of homework on you. The last job you did was a big one. Solo.
That was years ago.
But you bought a gun last week.
I see. And this job I lined up, you thought you'd cut yourself in on it, right?
Yes. Mr. Callan, this job may not be necessary at all. A man who can kill Arthur would be worth £10,000 a year to me at least. Plus a commission, of course.
Well, perhaps if you get me another drink, give me a chance to think about it. I must be mad. Turning down 10,000 a year.
Here to go?
Yeah.
This must be your biggest yet. He'll weigh 250 pounds at least. If I were you, I should have him stuffed.
Why don't you belt up, Mears? Why don't you just belt up?
Rudy. Rudy. You were having a nightmare?
Yes.
The war?
I'm all right now. Go to sleep.
You'll feel better if you talk about it. You always do.
It was back in Russia in 1944. That was before you were born. I was in charge of a firing squad.
You've had that one before.
This was different. There was a partisan. A man, quite young. A very ordinary man. But I cannot remember his face. He wouldn't die. He shot him again and again, and he wouldn't die.
Look, you told me to get a gun.
I didn't tell you to start a massacre.
You're taking me off it?
No.
What happens to the Greek?
I've given him to Snell.
Snell?
Oh, since your time. He's a psychiatrist, interrogation techniques and so on. Why didn't you kill the Greek?
Well, I knew you'd want to have a word with him, didn't I?
Yeah. Are you actually going to eat all that?
Too right. I haven't been able to afford a steak like this for 18 months.
I suppose you could say that you've earned that one. Thank you. I should see your odoriferous little friend, if I were you. Rebuke him a little. He did rather let you down. Unless you'd rather Toby did it.
No.
Have a chat with Snyder this afternoon.
What about?
Sunday. He's engaged on a new deal. It must not go through. He has to die on Sunday.
Eighteen, 19, 20, 47 pence. Correct.
Thank you very much indeed, Mr. Waterman. I really am most grateful.
Yes?
Callan.
Come in.
No gunshots? No, I popped in to talk about the war games on Sunday. Which battle should we fight?
You are the guest. You have first choice.
All right. Gettysburg.
Oh, good. Then I shall be General Robert E. Lee. This time, Lee will win. Now for my battle, I choose Talavera.
I'll be Wellington.
And I shall win both battles. There's only one trouble. I may not be here on Sunday.
Oh, yeah?
Just a business trip. It may not come off, but if it does, I'll let you know.
You'll be away long?
One never knows. But don't worry. We will find time to make war on each other. Let me get your whiskey. You seemed surprised when I chose Talavera.
Yeah, well, it was such a messy battle.
Yeah, but I have an idea about it. Water or soda?
Water, just a little.
I take soda. It's more English, I believe.
I'm sorry.
Not at all, my dear. We were just discussing war games. Would you like a drink?
No, thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Callan, Miss Fisher.
How do you do?
Oh, Mr. Callan. Rudy told me about you. You're coming to lunch with us on Sunday, I believe.
Well, yes, I hope so. Oh, it depends if Mr. Schneider's got to go away or not. I don't wish your business any harm, Mr. Schneider, but here's to us meeting on Sunday. I want a word with you.
What's the trouble, Mr. Callan?
You met a bloke called Arthur. And he frightened you. You were very careless, old son.
That Arthur would scare anybody.
Not anymore.
Did you shoot him, Mr. Callan?
No. I hit him.
You hit Arthur?
I hit him. And he died of it.
You're kidding. My God. What about the Greek, Mr. Callan?
No, I'm very glad you asked about the Greek. The Greek is with some friends of mine. And you would not believe what they're doing to him. Look at me when I'm talking to you! Now, these friends of mine wanted me to make sure that you kept your mouth shut.
You tell them from me, Mr. Callan. They've got nothing to worry about.
I told them.
I guaranteed it. I said that you were a man of sense. A man of sense.
Just making the 9 o'clock check, sir.
Everything all right?
Yes, sir. All the alarms are switched on. That car you asked me to trace, Mr. Schneider. There's no such number.
I saw it myself, George.
Well, it must be one of those funny ones, then. It's not listed.
Will you be long?
Sorry.
I've got the money.
Good. Then we'll meet at 11 on Saturday morning on the east end of Waterloo Bridge. I will bring the contracts and we exchange briefcases.
And the shipments will begin on Monday.
Ask them the contract. Now, listen carefully. If there's any trouble, any suspicion, don't keep the appointment. If I suspect trouble, I won't go. Do not attempt to make contact. I will phone you at the same phone at the same time on Monday.
Monday will be too late.
Young man, I was killing people before you were born. I'm still alive because I believe in security. You do it my way or not at all.
Make it brief.
Schneider may be going away at the weekend.
You'll have to stop him.
Look, I could take him somewhere else.
I will not have you ad-libbing. He must be killed at the house. I want that safe left open. Did you remember to rebuke Lonely?
Yes, yes, I remembered.
Adequately, I trust.
He thinks so, yes.
You do understand, don't you? You're to stop him. But you don't kill him till Sunday.
Well, I'll need equipment.
Anything you like within reason. Arrange it with my secretary.
And I'll need a car.
Obviously.
Range Rover.
Don't be absurd. Schneider has 3 cars. They can all do over 100.
Yeah. I know that, sweetheart. But I'm not trying to race him. Thank you. Range Rover, black glass all round.
Anything else?
Yes, I want a 3-inch to the mile map of the area around Schneider's house. I say we're still efficient.
Mr. Hunter said it might be needed.
Railway timetable. Mr. Hunter said?
Actually, no. I thought it might be needed.
You know, you're just about perfect, Liz. Honestly. It's the only thing wrong with you.
You sure about that Range Rover?
If Schneider wants to get to the London Road, he's got to go through Whistley. There's only 3 possible roads from his house to Whistley. Yeah, I need a Range Rover.
What happened? Was it an explosion?
Keep down. That was a shot.
I'm coming with you.
No,
If it's safe for you, it's safe for me.
All right.
want to come after us?
That shot was fired from that car.
Look out! Must we go so fast, Rudy? That car can't possibly catch up with us. He's got a gun!
Turn left, Schneider, old son. Turn left.
Bloody hell.
Which way are we going?
The level crossing is the only other way out.
You're never gonna make it, Schneider, old son. You're never gonna make it.
We won't make it!
Are you hurt? Come. I'm taking you home.
Keep it straight. Okay, as you are. Left a bit. Okay. Come on.
Well, he's gone home. I reckon he'll stay there. Good.
Have you left somewhere?
Yeah, Waterman's.
You are a conscientious chap.
Cautious, too.
I want to show you something. Do you mind if I change first? Snow. I have the other half of the problem with me. Is it convenient?
Certainly. You're Callan.
That's right.
I thought you'd have been bigger. Oh, I did an autopsy on Arthur. Quite amazing what a man's hands can do.
What's up with him?
He's in a state of fugue. Induced, of course. I've caused him to suffer loss of memory in certain areas so that he won't remember you. Go over to him.
Do you remember me? What the hell have you done to him?
Hypnosis, mainly, and hallucinogen drugs.
Is it dangerous?
In what way?
What do you mean, in what way? To him?
Oh, almost certainly. The drugs used are addictive, you see. Some kind of brain damage is virtually inevitable.
And this is what turns you on, is it?
For God's sake. Do you really think I enjoy this?
Yes.
Do you know who it was?
No idea. It's that black glass that worries me. He didn't want to be seen. That means I must know him, that I would have recognized him. Schneider?
Callan here. You said that you were going to let me know if you were going away or not. Well, as you haven't, I thought I'd...
Forgive me, Mr. Callan. No, I'm not going.
Oh, good. Good. Well, I'll see you tomorrow then.
Shall we say tomorrow, 12 o'clock?
Yes, I'll look forward to that.
So do I. Goodbye.
Waterman's Limited, Mr. Callan speaking.
Hello?
I've got your job. Frame-ups, killing. I have the other half of the problem with me. Frame-ups, Sunday. Frame-ups, Sunday.
To Detective Chief Superintendent Potter, Special Branch. Hello, Mr. Potter. This is David Callan. At the moment, I'm working for a man called Hunter, and I'll tell you more about him in a minute. Tomorrow, Sunday, the 22nd of October, I've been ordered to kill a man called Rudolf Schneider.
Anything?
He's just taken a bath, sir.
Odd sort of time for a bath. How long?
11 minutes. Wait a minute.
What?
That's funny. He's filling the bath up again, sir.
Could be doing his laundry. In the bath. Toby, we weren't all born in the bastions of privilege. Callan's in a dangerous mood. I'm afraid Snell upset him. He failed that one. I don't think he's ready to rejoin our little group.
You agree, then? He might be tape recording.
Yes. Go and attend to it. Oh, Toby. I think you'd better go and deal with Schneider's chauffeur tomorrow.
Why not just let me kill Schneider, sir?
Oh, dear me, no. Callan must do the killing. Your business is to see that he stands trial for it.
Cheers. I'll buy you some cigarettes.
I don't want nothing from you.
No, I don't suppose you do. Look, I told you the truth. If I hadn't belted you, then some of my friends would. And believe me, it's much better that I did it. Still hurt?
You know it does.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what you do. You go around to the chemist, right? And you get some arnica. You rub it in. And that'll stop it stinging.
Yeah, and I suppose you've got me another one just to stop me talking to the chemist.
I'm sorry! That's what I come to tell you. I am sorry. I shouldn't have got you into this. I don't think you're cut out for it. I don't think either of us are cut out for it.
Mr. Callan? Cheers.
Yeah.
How foolish you are. Why did you do it?
If I get nicked, you haven't got a prayer.
You won't get nicked if you do it. I guarantee that. Well? Will you do it?
Of course I'll bloody do it! You have been setting me up for this for 18 months. Be a pity to waste all that effort, wouldn't it?
Very well.
Who hit me?
What did you tell Lonely?
Nothing. I bought him a drink.
Why?
Well, I felt I owed him one.
Very well. Best stay at home till tomorrow. Phone me when it's over.
More hog, Mr. Callan?
No, thank you. I've got a war to fight.
Yeah, but our war is a kind of an aesthetic experience. So is Jenny here, and so is Hogg.
Rudy, you're talking too much.
Yeah, but this young man makes me nervous. Just now, before the battle, Talavera, I was brilliant. And Mr. Callan, if I may say so, was both obvious and crude. And yet he beat me. I failed to see the obvious. My forces are ready.
I'm ready. Each figure represents 30 soldiers.
We finish at 5 o'clock. Agreed?
Agreed.
Was Gettysburg a long battle?
3 days.
We're just fighting the 3rd day. The Union forces were positioned behind the earthworks on Cemetery Ridge.
And the Confederates attacked from the west.
Which one is the commander?
General Robert E. Lee.
And this one's the Yankee commander, General Meade.
My left brigade is advancing against Cemetery Hill.
Troops on Cemetery Hill, open fire now. 18 men firing breech loaders, factor of 6. Plus 5, 11, 16 casualties.
My firing.
Oh, come off it. Smooth bore. You can't fire on the move.
Dixie rebels now attacking Little Round Top in force.
I'm pulling back. Making a signal to my left flank.
He's retreating.
Afternoon, miss. We'd like to see Mr. Schneider, please. It's urgent, if you wouldn't mind telling him.
My troops now in control of Little Round Top. That completes the move, I believe.
No, not quite. The signal I made was to my reserve cavalry. Advancing 400 yards down the road and cutting off your rebels.
I suppose you'd better come in now.
Your right flank's destroyed. I think you've had it.
Rudy! There are 2 policemen. I told them you were engaged, but they said it was urgent.
Excuse me, please.
you like a drink, Mr. Callan?
No, not at the moment, thank you.
Looks very complicated. Will Rudy win?
No, he can't win.
You've beaten him once. Can't you let him win this one? Winning's very important to him.
Well, winning means a lot to all of us, doesn't it?
What the hell are you doing?
Just get on with it, Callan.
For God's sake, he's got 2 coppers out there. Well, now, there's a thought. Do you think Hunter could have sent them alongside me found with Schneider's body?
You're being hysterical. Hunter knows nothing about them.
There was no witness to the damage at the bus shelter, but the level crossing barrier was seen to be smashed by your car. And there'll be a dangerous driving charge as well.
Until I speak to my solicitor, I have nothing more to say.
He's coming back.
Where's Jenny?
I'm sorry? Oh, she went outside.
Yeah, war games bore her, I'm afraid.
It's your move.
Yes?
Shall I turn the tape back on?
No. Young man, this will never do. You were never trained at Potsdam, and I was. And yet, you have beaten me twice. I'll tell you what. Where's George, Mr. Callan?
George?
Where's George?
I don't know any Georges.
My chauffeur. We have an arrangement. Always at 3 o'clock, he reports to me. Just a little security check, as we say. It's now 3:05. Where is he?
Well, how on earth should I know?
Then another question. Why do you ride in a car with an untraceable license number?
I don't.
A Bentley. License number OBY222. There is no such number. Who owns it, Mr. Callan?
I don't know. I don't. Honestly, I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, well, no. I got a lift in a Bentley the other day. My old CO.
Stand up. You are a bad liar, Mr. Callan. Jenny couldn't have gone outside without passing me in the hall. Turn around. Put your hands behind your head. Sit down. Back there. Fold your arms. Head down. Drop it. You must hope that you haven't killed her.
She's unconscious, that's all.
Do you know this man?
No, of course I don't.
Come off it. You were supposed to keep him busy while I broke in.
Not burglars. Definitely not burglars. I think you would have opened my safe and made a noise. I would have come in, and you would have killed me. Is that how you chief planned it?
That's right, Schneider. You're going to die.
We're all going to die.
At first you and Mr. Callan. You know, I even liked you. I'm sorry. Turn around.
Schneider!
You took your bloody time. Let's get out of here.
I've got to open the safe first.
Then let's get on with it.
Tell me something. Were you the one who clobbered me with that frying pan?
Sorry about that, old boy. No hard feelings, I hope.
No, no hard feelings.
Don't scream. Don't scream.
He's dead. He's dead and I killed him. Listen, take this lot and get out. Now look, darling. I have no orders to kill you, but somebody else might have. Now just take that money and run.
Yes?
That's Callan. Let me speak to Charlie, please.
Charlie speaking.
Your friend passed away quite suddenly at home.
I hope you've left everything clean.
Everything is spotless. Oh, by the way, the police will be here in a few minutes. And Mears is still in the house. I think he's unconscious, but of course with Mears it is difficult to tell.
Can't you get him out?
Yes, I can get him out.
Well, do it then. Bring him back here. I think he ought to work under you for a bit.
No.
Oh, come now, Callan. He was only obeying orders.
I mean, no. I'm not going to get him out. I'm not working for you anymore. So you can stuff it.
Emergency. Which service do you require?
Police.
Yes, sir.
You've got Callan's file in there.
Yes, sir.
It's in a yellow cover, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Make that a red one, please.
But you...